from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. It's the transplanted Nokia Sugar Bowl, the 72nd edition, moved to Atlanta because of the devastation of Hurricane Katrina. God willing, it'll be back at the Superdome next year. Our Bowl Championship Series continues. The matchup, the Big East champions and the Southeastern Conference champions. It's the Mountaineers of West Virginia and the Bulldogs of Georgia from the Georgia Dome. Both teams won 10 games this year. Neither expected to finish as high as they did, especially as champions of their respective conferences. This telecast available on ABC HD, presented by DLP Picture Technology. With Bob Greasy and Lynn Swan, I'm Brad Nessler. Welcome to Atlanta. We are all set to go. The Big East champions and the Southeastern Conference champions set to do battle. Mark Richt in his 5th year, 52 wins already. Only one of 9 Division I coaches in history with 50 or more wins in his first 5 years. And Rich Rodriguez, his 5th year, 35 of his 38 wins have come in the last 4 seasons. 4th straight trip for West Virginia to a bowl game. They've never been in a BCS bowl game. They've never won a Sugar Bowl championship. For the Georgia Bulldogs, this could be their 2nd Nokia Sugar Bowl title in the last 3 years. West Virginia won the toss and deferred. Georgia will receive. Pat McAfee's got it teed up, and the 72nd Nokia Sugar Bowl in Atlanta is underway. Kick to Lamarcus Brown in the corner. He can't return it, and Georgia will work offensively from its own 20-yard line. That means DJ Shockley, and partner, he has had some kind of season. He waited his turn, and all that loyalty paid off.
He did. He waited 4 years behind David Green. He had 1 year to show what he could do. He brought this team to another championship of the SEC. And he was the best quarterback in the conference. He wants to have a big game here tonight, going out, and then, he wants to showcase himself. He wants to go on to the Senior Bowl and then on to the NFL.
First down for the Dogs from the 20. Play action. Shockley pump fake, steps up in the pocket, going deep. Got a man out there and got him in and out of the hands at the 35-yard line. It was intended for Kenneth Harris making his first start, and he almost pulled in the long ball. Let's take a look at our Nokia starting lineups. For the Dogs, in front of DJ Shockley up front is Inman Jones, Tanner, one of 2 centers that plays a lot big, Max Gene Gillis, and Dennis Rowland. The backs and receivers to start the game. Thomas Brown will see 3 backs at times. Brandon Sutherland is the fullback. Big Leonard Pope, the tight end McClendon, and Harris are the starting wide receivers. Sean Bailey out with an injury. There's the biggest target in the SEC, Leonard Pope, all 6'8" of it. On 2nd and 10, Brown cuts it outside, trying to get to the corner, got about 4. It's a tough West Virginia defense, though. Number 1 in the Big East, 8th in the country. Here's how they stack up. Dykes, Hunter is the big nose tackle, and Wilson. The linebackers, McLee, Henry, and Noshel. And then 5 DBs, but Mike Norello might as well be considered a linebacker, along with McCann, Wicks, Adai, and Mims.
He's half linebacker, half strong safety. They are 8th in the nation in total defense, and they are 11th in the nation in turnover margin, so they do take the ball away.
DJ Shockley with 3 wideouts as McClendon, Massaquoi, and Harris are out there for him. Here comes a blitz off the corner, trying to set up a screen pass. It's delivered too high, intended for Thomas Brown. They had it set up.
They had the
DJ
play.
was getting a lot of heat. Georgia
had the play they wanted. That was good planning. Mark Richt calls the plays. He had what he wanted. They just didn't connect on it. The blitz comes from the right side.
Eric Wicks.
Look at all the red shirts out there. Wicks gets there. Wicks is the strong safety. So one of the safeties blitzing early in the ball game.
Back deep, Antonio Lewis and Vaughn Rivers waiting on the punt from Gordon Neely-Kelso. And he'll be delivering this near his own 15-yard line. Averaging almost 43 yards a punt on the season. Hangs it up. Returnable, though, from the 28. Made the first man miss. Lewis across the 45. An excellent field position for the Mountaineers out to the 47-yard line. 48-yard punt, but a 19-yard return.
Nice return by Lewis.
Well, after Georgia's 3 and out, it's Pat White's turn. The redshirt freshman quarterback. What a year he's had.
This is his 5th start on the year. He took over after the Virginia Tech game and has started the last 4 games. This will be his 5th start. He is outstanding.
You saw 875 yards rushing. The only player in college football Division I that had a better per rush average was Reggie Bush.
Get used to this. This is a spread offense, but they don't throw it a lot. They'll run it most of the time.
White flanked by Slayton, the freshman, and he gets the call off the right side. Georgia trying to stretch it up. Slayton's got the corner and more. First down, West Virginia on the first play of the ball game. Let's take a look at the Nokia starting lineups for the Mountaineers. In front of White, Moses and Justice are all Big East performers with Garrett, Stanchek, and Sheffy. Slayton is the freshman sensation. Bailey, the tight end. Bolden, Miles, and Renard, the three guys we've already seen at wide receiver. So immediately, the Mountaineers move into dog territory at the 42-yard line. Taking the handoff and keeping is White, and he doesn't get much. Tony Taylor, the middle linebacker, and Will Thompson made the stop. Defensively for Georgia, there was one change up front as Ray Gant comes in. Gerald Anderson's got a bad back. Moses, the leading sacker. Golston and Thompson round out the front group. The linebackers only 3 times this year. All the linebackers have played together. Miller, Taylor, and Jackson is the way they want it. Tony Taylor back in the middle. Mitter, Blue, Battle, and Jennings a secondary. It's a veteran group. It's a good group. Greg Blue will take your head off. And Tony Taylor's the guy in the middle that just had the first tackle of the ball game. Second down at 10, West Virginia. White taking it wide. Got the corner, got a good block. Now the flag down. You might have a holding call as he got to the 35-yard line. Tim Jennings came up on the corner and made the stop. The officials, that's Jay Strickerts from the Pac-10. It's a Pac-10 officiating crew. On the first penalty.
Holding on the offense, number 49. 10-yard penalty, previous spot, still second down.
So that backs up what West Virginia's got going. Third man in our crew, as always, on the field, Lynn Swan. Swanee?
Thank you, Brett. I talked to Rich Rodriguez before the game, and he said what he wanted this team to do is to be efficient. The long layoff, you usually see a lot of penalties. He wanted to cut that out. And he also wanted his young quarterback, Pat White, to get on the perimeter. He wanted to put the ball in his hands to get him comfortable, to take the edge off, because this is his first big-time bowl game, Brett.
He got him on the edge, but he got a holding call in front of him, and it negated a good gain, and it brings up a second down and 20, and the Mountaineers are back on their end of the field at the 48-yard line. They set up in an I for the first time tonight. Don't count out the fullback, Owen Schmidt. He'll get the ball occasionally. It's a draw play to Slayton. Big opening off the left side. He's in the open field. He's got great speed. Slayton inside the 20. He's gone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Shocking the Georgia defense on its opening drive. A 52-yard touchdown run. Season-long run for Slayton of 52. McAfee in for the point after. Up and good.
And no surprise there, Brad. They're 5th in the nation in rushing offense. And this is just a draw play on third down. Long yardage. Takes it to the house.
Brad Nessler, Bob Greasy of the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, the 72nd Nokia Sugar Bowl. We were going to talk about Pat White and Slayton, and we didn't have time, but we can talk about them now.
If we would have had time to get to you before the game, we would have said watch for Slayton and watch for White. Those two guys, those two freshmen, are dynamite.
And they are, and Slayton took it 52 yards. The first touchdown of the ball game capped a 3-play, 53-yard drive in 1 minute and 38 seconds, showing that great speed. He didn't start until the 5th game of the season and ended up with almost 1,000 yards rushing. And so now Mark Richt talking things over with DJ Shockley, and Georgia's just got to settle down, not let that bother them, and get their second possession and try to do something with it.
Slayton was actually the 4th running back starting out the season. They had a guy named Jason Gwaltney, who was the top recruit running back in the East that went to West Virginia. Nobody knew anything about Slayton.
McAfee's kick again deep, and they won't be able to return it. 2 touchbacks on the 2 kicks. Let's take another look at the touchdown. It happened in a hurry.
Take a look from behind. The fullback here is just going to go lead the way up into the hole. The offensive line, nobody pulls. They all just block. Now watch the fullback. Gets the block there in the huge hole off to the left side. Slayton saves his speed until he gets to an area where he can use it. He read the blocking well, got through the hole. You know, he's got, for a freshman running back, very impressed with it.
Flags down as Georgia carries it out to the 25. Craig Lumpkin on the carry for Georgia. But again, a penalty marker thrown immediately. This rate's going to be a long night.
Incidental face mask on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. Yardage results in a first down.
So with the 5 plus 5 more, it's going to be a first down for Georgia. Incidental face mask, and it's right there. Warren Young trying to drop it down as Lumpkin took it to the corner, and Georgia's got a first down. Let's talk about our game plan, Bob.
Well, Shockley has to lead the way for the offense. And for West Virginia defense, they're good tacklers. They got to bring these guys down, but they need some takeaways as well.
So Georgia, after their opening 3 and out, with their initial first down of the ball game at the 30-yard line. Lumpkin again, big hole up the middle, and he might have another first down. This is a little of what we saw in the Georgia Tech game that we did. They started the game with Thomas Brown. Craig Lumpkin, who missed all of last year with a knee injury, back, and he's a bulldozer.
Well, that big offensive line, Tanner and Gene Gillis and Jones up front there, and Rowland and Inman, just it's a 3-man line, and if you don't have anything going on with the linebackers behind them, by that I mean by slanting the defensive line and bringing the linebackers another way, if you don't have anything going on, those guys are just sitting ducks.
We've got a timeout taken by West Virginia. They've got a guy shaking up on the field. We'll take a break in Atlanta, where West Virginia leads by a touchdown.
ABC Sports exclusive coverage of the Nokia Sugar Bowl, brought to you by Nokia. Your friends, your family, your music, your pictures. It's your life in there. Nokia. Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. The Taco Bell Big Bell Value Menu. To get full-on value, think outside the bun. And the Citi Simplicity Credit Card. Citi. Live richly.
Second game of the Bowl Championship Series from Atlanta, the Nokia Sugar Bowl. 72nd edition. Georgia trailing West Virginia 7-0. But they've got their offense working with Craig Lumpkin on the carry out to the 41-yard line. Try him again. Ran over one guy and got about 3. Kevin McLean made the stop, and a late flag flies in. In the middle of that is Max Gene Gillis, one of the offensive captains. He's hard to miss. They list him at 340. He blocks out the sun in Athens. I don't know if he's only 340 or not.
That was before dinner.
Yeah.
After the play, personal foul on the defense, number 74. 15-yard penalty, first down.
We've had a lot of flags already, haven't we?
Here we go. I think he called the wrong number. Max Gene Gillis is the Georgia number 74.
He comes in real late.
The foul was on number 74 on Georgia.
That makes a little more
The
sense.
down will be 2.
Gene Gillis come in just real late and shoved one of the players.
Eric Wicks, I think, is the guy I got tangled up with. DJ Shockley has said of Max Gene Gillis, I have a hard time seeing around him a lot, but I'd rather have him in front of me than trying to tackle me.
You don't mind those offensive linemen if they're big. You like big bodies, big butts. I mean, it's secure. It gives you a good feeling when you walk up to the line of scrimmage and you see these 5 guys bent over.
Well, he's got both of those.
Yeah, so does Rowland.